right, the first day of my long weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I get this about once every 6 weeks. Come out here right before daylight, about 4 a.m., because I got to meet a guy on some new property. He's going to show me around. 60-year-old guy. He doesn't want to hunt late at night. So what I do is I'll come in and I'll take the late shift. Some of these guys hunt maybe till 10, 11 o'clock, and they think they're going to hunt longer. But a lot of these hogs and coyotes come later. So what I do, I'll come in on your property, man. I don't care about your deer. I'm not there to go after deer. I got my own deer property. I'm after coyotes and hogs. So I'm going to meet him later this morning. And I came to this property. I'm cleaning up the coyotes that I seen during the tournament. So I'm going to go back over some of the harvest in the tournament. I just got to find time to sit down. During the tournament that we were in, and we took second place in total weight. We took big dog in that one. Hunter did. We had I had a lot of kills, and I didn't have the time. When you're in a tournament, man, you don't have time to sit around like this and talk about the harvest because you're jumping to the next one. You want to get on that next coyote. Now I got a little bit of time after my harvest, so I'm going to go over the whole tournament thing. But tonight I come in and I was cleaning up the ones that I seen. So during the tournament a lot, I would shoot. For instance, I think I shot one right here, the last coyote, and there's a wood line right down there, and then another field. And 2 nights in a row, I seen coyotes in that field. So I come down here just to clean those up. Every time I'm hunting coyotes, man, I don't kill every coyote that I see. And even on the way home, maybe I'll see a coyote. That's my next target. So as I'm hunting, I'm still looking for the next one. And it's just really funny on these pieces of property, man. You have a big field like this, bordered by one creek and a field, and you'll call and they'll howl over there, but they won't cross. They won't cross into this field. This group won't cross into that field. There's territories. So always want to have coyotes to go after. And on this piece of property, I knew there were some coyotes here, so I slid in, put the collar out, man, and I had one smaller one. I think it was the female of this group down here in the woodlot, but I put on a couple sounds, wouldn't even come in any closer, and kind of headed out to the field. So I knew where she was going to be, or at least I was going to come out here and see her. And I'm starting out right now with Tony Tebby Lonely Female. I think it's Teen Lonely. Tony Tebby Teen Lonely. And then I'm adding in MFK Boogie Homesick House, man. Combination right now. One of those two is striking house for me. And coyote come down in there. I seen it, but it come out this way. I knew it was coming. Circled up around here. And I'm going up along the wood line. Couldn't see it, so I just go out there, man, and I'll put out another howl, one of those howls again. And I looked over here, man, and the coyote just kind of looked up. I don't know if it was bedded here. It may have been a totally different coyote. But it looks up, bam, I drop it. I dropped that thing. I was so confident on a drop that I'm looking out on the field now for other ones during the howl, and I'm just going to leave it here and wait. I was over on the wood line over there. And then finally I look over, man, with my scanner, and this thing is, it's struggling, but it got over to this ditch, and it went down in this ditch. So I came over here, and when I come over here, man, I heard like the biggest ruckus in the world. There's something, they were fighting, whatever, and a dang family of skunks came out here, went down, and they went back in. So I'm not going to go down in this ditch. I'm not going to go down in the ditch at night. I couldn't see it with the scanner, so what I did is I said I'm going to hunt till daylight. Then I'll go in and get this thing. So I went down and I was going after that coyote in the other field down there. So I park up top and I was going to walk down and go after that. I'm going to go down there and set up in that other field on the other side where I seen that coyote after I shot the other night. And I'm up here, I'm howling to where I could shoot to that wood line. And I just noticed one to my left come down the road, and he went back into WMA. But it's a good sign that there's another coyote there. So then I'm there for a while, shut my house down. Nothing responded. And I look across and I see a coyote going out into the field, heading out into the field. So, man, I'm getting ready. Put out some, MFK Submissive Beggar, right? But this coyote sometimes, man, they don't want anything to do with it. That coyote goes out away from me into the field. look to my right, and two come up over from a totally different direction. Come up over, but it didn't come flying into the sound, but they came up over and then they turned back. What I did is check the wind, go down in there, slide down in there, and try to get a better angle on these ones where I can shoot now. When I first seen them, they're kind of right on the horizon, and I don't want to shoot into the farm over the horizon. Reposition myself, get down in there again, and I'm not going to call now because I'm not going to howl now because I already know they're there. So get up over there to where I'm in a safe shot toward the lake. Submissive beggar, and up pops one looking at me, and he's kind of looking straight at me, and turns and goes away from me. Thinks something up, goes out there. I don't know if I barked or yelled at him, and he stopped. Nice long shot, bam, dropped him down there on the lake. Now I'm down there on the lake where I was during the tournament a little bit, and that's where I called a quad in, or triple or quad down in there during the tournament. So I went down there. I'm within view of the second coyote that's down, and I up on top of fence post, man. I throw my collar, and just like a couple nights ago on the tournament last weekend, and I'm on the crest of the dam, how they built the lake. And I throw out again, Tony Tebby, Teen Lonely, and I don't think anything howled at me. Then I threw out MFK, Boogie, Homesick Howl. And man, this group that I'm chasing over here, they were calling back and forth. A lot of my tournament stuff was over here, but there's a group over there I'm starting to chase. I'm starting to move in on that group. They're over there howling. But I look back across the lake. I got some pretty cool video. I didn't take a shot at it, but this coyote comes down the road right in front of the lake. So you got the lake in the screen, comes down there. I was looking for him to circle and just never came out there again. Sometimes it was getting close to 6 o'clock. I was going to call it a wrap at 6, get a little bit of shut eye, and then I had to find this one. So we're at, I think this is 15 and 16 of 2025. So this probably is one of my better Januaries. That tournament really jumped the numbers with 9. We come out in 2 nights and put up 9. So always one gun. So I'm counting them all. If me and Hunter are together or we're hunting separate, I don't count his, but we put together a pretty good January here. This is the 31st. I may hit it tonight before we go into February, but probably I'm going to just wait and go into February, start after midnight and go after them tonight. So thanks for watching, liking, subscribing. Stay tuned for that tournament. We're going to do like the tournament wrap up. Hunting tournaments is just a little bit different than what I do on a regular basis, but man, we're bringing them to you, and we're slaying again in 2025.
Even though it's slowly, I can see your plan unfolding. Open in front of me, my walk is far from over. Strolling, holding on to pieces, the reasons I feel them chosen, rendered incomplete. A trophy far from worthy. Now I know it's steady praying that the seams of these dreams could be controlled with the Holy Spirit reigning over, pleading peace. But with the thoughts of this poet, my soul is off and I know it. The daily routine of incompetence, attempt to betray your silent providence. Only you know that I'm the image of wickedness, lacking with access to everything. My lack is deliberate, lack wisdom and innocence, lack meekness, my weakness, deep to selfish ambivalence, self-righteous diction of fulfillment to serve myself and my influence. Using your name's sake to make a name great. The sickness has crippled my mission, sipping on the